It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders, and it's all up next.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Prescott opening with a pass. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. It's caught, Ferguson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he makes it to the start of the red zone down at the 20. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Prescott here from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. First down, here's Dak. This is complete, Jalen Tolbert. And he'll move the chains on that play.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He's got Brown on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. They'll run here from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it!
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Ferguson's got it, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. All set up now for 1st and 10. Another throw for Prescott. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Dak throwing again. He's got it! Touchdown, Dallas! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders set to take over. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 3 now. Short side option here. He's running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st and 10, Prescott. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's on the move. He takes it himself. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. And it's the Cowboys with a 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. This one's caught.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Prescott to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Again, Daniels to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Daniels from the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ertz reels it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown! Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Daniels off the play action. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They kick the running back in motion. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Commanders pick this one up. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And Washington finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game at 21. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Short pass brought in.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give it to him again. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 47. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. George Pickens, the intended target. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down by Deron Bland.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the 18 on 2nd down. He'll get this one to Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Deron Bland.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Brown on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. An option give to Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Daniels back to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Option play. Here's a give to Eckler. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. This one from 47 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And look at this return. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This is the end of the third quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll take an option to the right on 1st down. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Play action, Prescott. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Handoff now out of the gun. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun is Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Quick slant to Samuel. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he crashes into a wall and only gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, that he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They'll run it with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And a 4-point lead it shall remain. New set of downs for him from the 46. He'll look to throw it. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here he is to throw. He's got it in the red zone. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Second down now, 7 to go. Setting up to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Escapes the pocket. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. It's caught, Ferguson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the defense comes through. 4th down, that much tougher.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Dak now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Throwing again is Dak. That's Pickens with a catch outright. He has room past the 25. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to the well again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 6. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Out of the gun, Daniels. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Daniels from the pistol. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, Daniels to the air. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it down to a single point. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie this game up. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Cowboys offense headed out there. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, they'll run. And this one doesn't go far. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Prescott now on 3rd down. It's taken in by Williams. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick is good. He got it. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Cowboys are winners. As with that, we sign off from DC.